Hello everyone, my name is Kristen.
And I'm Sia.
And we are Hopscotch the Globe.
And this video breaks down festivals around the world month by month.
Yeah, so this is everything that's happening this year around the world, all different countries. Every month we are featuring a different country, a different festival, very different from one another, but all of them are super cool, very interesting. You're not going to want to miss any one of them. You're going to want to hit up all of them. So get those calendars ready to schedule in some trips for this year.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what month you're traveling, you can visit a new festival.
Yeah, so let's get into it.
Apella Viking Fire Festival. It happens the last Tuesday in January, and it's the largest fire festival in Europe. This is where the local men channel their inner Viking. They dress up like Vikings, they act like Vikings, they even torch a Viking boat. This festival celebrates the end of the Yule season, and it's a festival I definitely want to check out in my lifetime.
Tribal Gathering is a very unique, special event that happens every year. It happens in Panama, and it brings in 60 different tribes from all over the world, from 30 different countries, together to share and celebrate together. There's many different music acts, from tribal bands to DJs, there's workshops, there's dance celebrations, there's talks. The whole event is 18 days long. Tribal Gathering happens in Playa Chiquita in Palmyra, and it is about a 3-hour drive from the Tocumen airport. You can get there by bus, or you can drive there yourself. The road was only built a couple of years ago, so it's a little bumpy to get actually to the spot, which means there's not a lot of tourism there, so there's no hotels or hostels for you to stay in, but your ticket also gives you access to camp wherever you'd like in the camping area. You can set up a tent or bring your RV, camper van, whatever you'd like.
The Battle of the Oranges Festival happens in Ivrea, Italy. I guess it would be Ivrea, Italy. And this is the most peculiar festival in Italy. This is also one of the oldest festivals in Italy, where people toss oranges at each other in a crazy rampage of orange splatter. It is to mimic the civil war that happened between the Royal Napoleonic troops and the Ivrean people. If you're really into history, you would love attending this festival, because the city where it is dates back to 100 BC. You looking at me? Huh? You looking at me? You want this orange?
Ow! The Penis Festival. Yes, there's a festival all for the penis. Happens every April in Japan. And it's exactly what you think it is. It is a festival of the penis. You're gonna see penises everywhere, from phallic desserts, snacks, people wearing penises, penis hats, you name it. Penises everywhere. And there's even a parade with a massive pink penis that marches down the street. Yeah. Seriously though, what about the Vagina Festival? Is there a Vagina Festival? If there is, and you know about it, I wanna hear about it. Okay, there's a couple of things that I've heard of about this festival and how it came to be. One of the stories, my personal favorite, is there was this young woman and she had a demon living in her vagina, and she married 2 men, I'm guessing at separate occasions, and when she had sex with them, the demon bit off their penises, and she was like, what do I do? So she goes to a blacksmith and he makes her a metal penis, which she has sex with, and the demon bites it, breaks his teeth, and she's able to live a normal life after that. Because who wouldn't live a normal life after having a demon in their vagina that bit off penises? Also, the giant penis shrine that you'll see in the parade is something that sex workers used to pray to in order to prevent sexually transmitted diseases.
Africa Burn is very similar to the more popular Burning Man, where they build a city in the middle of the desert. Except Africa Burn happens in South Africa. Volunteers run the entire festival, and then participants come. They basically build an entire city for this festival, and when the festival's done, they take everything down. They take away all their garbage, all traces that they were there. There's no advertising and branding at the festival. You're not going to see booths set up with people trying to sell you things, people selling t-shirts, people advertising different things. The only thing that's sold at the festival is ice, so that you can keep your food and vegetables cold. You can have cold drinks. That's it. This festival is really about community and connection, meeting people from all over the world, strangers, and being one for the festival, being an entire tribe, being one loving family. We've attended a few festivals like this, and it's incredible the amount of emotion and oneness that you do feel when you're amongst all these people. There's no crime, there's no drama, there's no fights, there's no anger. It's just pure love, pure happiness, and pure acceptance. If you want to be naked the entire festival, you can do that. No judgment, but it might get sandy.
Electric Forest is one of my personal favorites. I've been a few times and absolutely love it there. It is one of the most friendliest, loving festivals that I have ever been to, and I feel like that exists on the planet. It happens in Rothbury, Michigan, and the feature of it, of course, besides the wonderful music on several stages, is the forest. The forest is filled with incredible art installations and lights and characters that are running around like elves and geishas that definitely trip you out. And you can explore the forest all 3 days, during the day, during the night, and still not see everything. There's so much in there and so much creativity. Some of the featured bands this year include Bass Nectar, Kygo, Odessa, and Zed's Dead. There's a variety of different music, so if you are a music lover like myself, you will have so much fun there, and you'll get to learn about new types of music, which is what I've done every single year, and now all the bands I actually discovered at Electric Forest are my current favorites. Besides the many different musical performances and the trippy forest, there is yoga every morning, there's workshops, there's the silent disco, there's gong circles, there's a lot going on. And where you stay there's different options. You can camp in a tent, you can bring your RV or camper vans, and there's also little cottages that you can rent.
Wife Carrying Festival happens in Finland, and it's exactly what you think it is. Men carry their wives or girlfriends. This is actually a race. Fastest wins, but also you can get prizes for being entertaining and funny. It's a 250-meter race on land and in water with obstacles along the way. The women have to be 17 years or older and weigh at least 49 kilos. They have to be held 3 different ways. Piggyback style. Oh, piggyback style. Piggyback. Oh. What? Ow! Piggyback style. Oh. Over the shoulders. Estonian style.
We'd so lose. Another favorite of mine, Wanderlust Festival, is another opportunity to connect with yourself physically, emotionally, meet like-minded people. There are 2 places that it happens in Canada, in Whistler and Mont-Tremblant in Quebec, and I had the chance to go to the one in Mont-Tremblant, and it was an incredible experience. It's many different yoga classes, and whether you are a beginner yoga, advanced, there's classes for everyone. There's different types of workshops, there's outdoor activities you can participate in, there's dance celebrations at night, there's music performances, there's delicious food. It's such good vibes and you can learn so much. Accommodations for Wanderlust include hotels or hostels in the nearby city that you are in. Wanderlust also happens in so many different places around the world, not just Canada, so be sure to check them out.
Cascamoras is a festival that happens between 2 cities in Spain. This looks like a ton of fun. So basically in history, someone from one town stole a statue from the other town, and because of that, these towns were mortal enemies. Nowadays, they're not enemies, they just turned that history into a fun festival. Someone from one town dresses up like a clown, naming them the Cascamorra, and they go and try and steal a flag, and the flag represents the statue in history. Once they have the flag, they run through the town, and all the townspeople chase this person. They cover them in grease. It's just a really fun, positive, high-energy event, and thousands of people chase this person. Can you imagine being chased by 1,000 people? In the end, there's a massive fiesta. People dance, they drink, they party in the streets, and it's just all around good vibes, good fun. I love that they took this part of history that did cause conflict. Instead of holding resentment, they just flipped it into something entertaining.
This festival is a celebration of the Chinese community's belief that not eating meat or doing stimulants like drugs or alcohol during the 9th lunar month of the Chinese calendar will bring good health and peace. This festival brings a lot of extreme celebrations like body mutilation, sticking really sharp daggers through body parts, body piercing, fire walking. It's definitely a very interesting, extremely interesting festival to witness for someone who's never seen anything like this. The festival is said to have come to be when a group of Chinese opera were traveling and performing, and they got to Phuket and they all got malaria. And in order to cure the malaria, they stuck to a very strict vegetarian diet. They all got better, and to celebrate, they created this festival.
Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, is in Mexico, and it's a beautiful celebration to honor those who have passed. The locals do this by making an altar of the deceased. They put up a picture of the person, and that helps the person transition into the spiritual realm. Rather than just mourning those who have passed, they actually celebrate them. They make them their favorite dishes, their favorite drinks, and they put them out on the altar, so their spirit can come and enjoy the fruits of the food and the beverages that they loved when they were still alive, and then they can pass into the spiritual world. While we were in Mexico, we actually saw a massive festival happening in a field. There were so many people set up with picnics, and it just looked like such a crazy event. And then when we looked closer, we realized it was a cemetery. They were celebrating their deceased with love and massive celebration and color and food and drinks and music. Rather than just mourning them, it was this beautiful, wonderful festival. People dress up with skeleton makeup and amazing clothes, amazing costumes. It's just an incredible festival to be a part of.
New Year's celebration. People celebrate it all over the world. Brazil, though, Rio specifically, is one of the best places to do it. It is the second biggest celebration next to Carnival. Brings in 1 million people every single year partying on Copacabana Beach, dancing, drinking, eating, tons of festivities, fireworks, lots of celebration. Almost all Brazilians will be wearing white that night because it is said to bring luck into the new year. I guess it's like a clean slate, right? Many Brazilians will also bring flowers to the sea and offer it just before midnight to show appreciation for the last year's blessings and for the next blessings of the new year. And there you have it. There are 12 festivals in 12 different countries around the world, all happening this year.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what month you're traveling, you can hit up a new festival. Some of these I had never heard of before we made this video.
I know, and I'm just giving me the wanderlust. Like,
yeah.
I want to book some trips now, so we should go do that. Okay, bye!